In a forgotten corner of the ancient world, long before the rise of modern empires, there existed a city carved not by conquerors, but by quiet visionaries who believed time itself could be shaped. This city, known in scattered myths as Lyradis, never appeared on maps and left no surviving rulers, yet its influence ripples through history in ways few recognize. Lyradis thrived at the crossroads of early trade routes, hidden among cliffs and rivers, where artisans studied the stars as carefully as they shaped stone. They believed every structure carried a pulse, and every shadow told a secret about the universe. Travelers who stumbled upon Lyradis wrote of shimmering towers etched with symbols no one could decode, and chambers lit by polished minerals that captured sunlight even after dusk. Unlike other civilizations, Lyradis valued knowledge over power. Their scholars charted migrations of birds, cataloged unfamiliar plants, and recorded the deep rumble of the earth as if listening for messages buried beneath ages. Archaeologists in the modern era have uncovered fragments, shards of pottery with spiraling patterns, tools carved with meticulous precision, and remnants of observatories aligned so perfectly with celestial events that even today's astronomers marvel at their accuracy. What puzzled researchers most was the uniform craftsmanship across artifacts spanning centuries. It was as if the city maintained a single, enduring vision passed through generations without interruption. Legends say Lyradis fell not to war or famine, but to a mysterious silence. The river that sustained it rerouted after a massive quake, and the city, unable to adapt, gradually dissolved into dust. Yet stories persisted among neighboring tribes about luminous nights when the abandoned stones seemed to echo with the voices of those who once studied the sky. Today, explorers search for its final resting place, guided by fragments of folklore and faint patterns carved in distant valleys. Some claim Lyradis never vanished. It simply shifted into another layer of memory, waiting for eyes patient enough to rediscover it. In truth, the legacy of Lyradis lives wherever curiosity pushes humanity beyond fear and into wonder, reminding us that even forgotten civilizations can leave the brightest marks. Modern researchers imagine what daily life in Lyradis might have felt like. They picture narrow pathways paved with river stones, markets filled with woven dyes, and scholars gathering near elevated terraces where they tracked constellations with patient eyes. Life there was quiet but purposeful, guided by the belief that knowledge was a shared inheritance rather than a guarded treasure. Some theorists propose that Lyradis pioneered early acoustics. Echo patterns found in cliffside ruins hint at chambers designed to amplify whispers into resonant tones. This could mean that rituals, debates, or lessons once unfolded in soft voices that carried effortlessly through communal halls. If true, it would explain stories describing the city as a place where even silence spoke with intention. Others speculate that Lyradis achieved remarkable medical insight. Herb gardens planted in geometric circles served as open-air laboratories. Seeds from distant regions were cultivated beside native plants, allowing healers to experiment with remedies long before written pharmacology. While no texts survive, residue found on ancient bowls suggests mixtures used for pain relief, fevers, and perhaps even early antiseptic techniques. Despite its secrecy, Lyradis influenced its neighbors in subtle ways. Shared motifs began appearing in pottery miles away. Trade networks adopted new measuring systems believed to originate from Lyradis artisans. Even burial grounds in remote villages show patterns echoing the city's symbolic geometries, suggesting that its ideas traveled farther than its name. What fascinates historians most is the city's humility. While other civilizations carved kings into stone or chronicled victories on scrolls, Lyradis chose anonymity. Its people believed knowledge should transcend identity. They left behind no royal decrees, no grand statues, only the quiet precision of their work. Perhaps that is why the city survives so vividly in imagination. It represents the possibility that brilliance does not require spectacle, that a society can pursue understanding not for glory, but for the simple joy of seeing the world more clearly. As new expeditions venture into remote regions, many hope the Earth will reveal one final clue: a doorway untouched by time, a fragment of observatory wall, or a forgotten chamber still aligned with ancient starlight. Even without its full story revealed, Lyradis urges us to imagine what knowledge humanity lost and what wonders may still lie hidden beneath unbroken ground.